Hello everyone out there in LOL land, this is Tanya. Thanks for tuning in, thanks for sharing, thanks for donating, thanks for sending me questions, and thanks for supporting this. I really appreciate it. Please donate to Love Out Loud. I have some huge things happening. In this video I want to talk a little bit about one huge thing that I did. I don't recommend it for everybody. Please get tested. Please get tested. I believe that, I haven't checked, but I believe that there is a test on the lab for heavy metals, on the LOL lab. If not, I'll make sure that that gets on there. I was tested last year for heavy metals. I tested high for arsenic, cadmium, mercury, and lead. Those are the biggies. Now, it wasn't over the top, like, it was just more than usual. So I was on a mission to cure myself, and that included going through chelation therapy or chelation therapy. I did not do it intravenously. I did it with capsules and powders at home for 6 weeks. It was a nightmare. I was exhausted. I was a zombie for that entire 6 weeks, and I have a pretty strong constitution. So don't take heavy metal detoxing lightly. It is not something that you just willy-nilly do. I had a doctor, 2 doctors actually, that were on board with me while this was happening, who pretty much held my hand through the whole 6 weeks. I had a very supportive husband who saw that this was important to me and that I knew that it needed to happen. So please get tested, and if you have heavy metals, there are great easy things that you can do to detox from those heavy metals. Water is one of them. I use zeolites. I used a brand called Chilex. But know that it's hard. It's really hard on your system. And if you're already down, know what you're getting into. But I felt like it was important for me to do. And it did help me, because once that 6 weeks was over, my system did feel a lot cleaner and clearer, and I noticed that I started healing much faster after I went through that. So it was absolutely worth the misery that I went through, the brain fog. I mean, I was a complete zombie. I wish that I had taken pictures now. If I had known that I would be doing this for all of you, I would have taken pictures. It was not pretty, folks. It was really miserable. You don't sleep right. You're very lethargic. So much brain fog. No, it's just hard to even get up out of bed. Once it was over and it was finally out of my system, and you know, within a week or so, I started really feeling better, and I noticed a change, and that change brought about a lot of other changes. My liver started working better, and as I mentioned in earlier videos, that was a big problem for me. So then I could go and do the liver cleanses that I needed to do to get it back on track. It was just much easier, because my system was really inundated with these 4 heavy metals that were a problem. I mean, if I had 1 of them, it wouldn't have been a big deal, but having 4 of them was a problem for me. So get tested for heavy metals. If your water source is metallic, if you have fillings that are mercury, if your parents had any type of lead in their system or in their water that can be passed down to you, yeah, right? Like, I had no idea that mercury and lead could be passed from parents to me. I don't have any fillings at all, and I had high mercury, and it wasn't in my water back home, but both of my parents had lots of fillings. So know that even if you don't feel like you're at risk for this, it's a relatively inexpensive test. So get it done and just see where your levels are. It could answer a lot of your questions, and your doctor can guide you through that. So heavy metal testing, and then going through a heavy metal detox, it's called chelation therapy, could be a good place for you to start. It is one of the many things that I did to get healed up last year. So I will see you in the next video. Please donate. Please spread the word. Please ask the questions, and I will get them out to you as soon as possible.